You're listening to Sip and Grow the podcast, the show where we taste awesome, delicious wines while having unfiltered conversations about our passions, experiences, struggles, entrepreneurship, and life. My name is Nicole Di Pasquale, and I'm a wine enthusiast just trying to pursue her passions and dreams while taking you on the journey with me, one episode at a time. My ultimate goal is to not only bring you wine knowledge and value, but also inspire you to enjoy your process and journey in pursuing your passions and dreams. Because guess what? The person you become while enduring the process is more important. So sit back, grab a glass, and let's sip and grow together. Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sip and Grow, the podcast, with me, your host, Nicole Di Pasquale. I am so stoked to be back. I know I have been away for a little bit, and we're here to talk about it. Which I'm going to introduce the wine now, and then we're going to get into it. But today, I think I'm going to use, I don't know, I might open it. I don't know, no, I'm not going to open it. Today I'm going to use the Corvin just because I feel like I am not going to want to drink this full bottle today. So that is why this is here. Just if anyone was asking, now you know. But I'll go ahead and introduce today's wine and then get into, an update on my life, where I'm at, and kind of where I'm projecting the podcast to go. But overall, I'm super excited to be back on track with it. And yeah, and this is going to be my couch series where we're just sitting on the couch and talking about wine and whatever comes up. So today I have a white wine for you from Italy. It is from the producer called Sartarelli. It's called Sartarelli Tralivio, and it's a Verdicchio. It's 100% Verdicchio. Verdicchio is a white wine grape varietal. And this specific wine is, like, the vineyard is located in the region Marche. Marche is like in the center of Italy on the east side. And the reason why it's called Tralivio is because that translates to like amongst the olive trees in Italian, which for the Sartarelli family is like the area where these grapes, specific grapes that were used to ferment this wine, were grown and produced, is like the highest quality grapes in, like, are the ones by the olive trees. So that's the only reason why it says that down here. But this is 100% Verdicchio. I'm excited to try this. I have tried a Verdicchio before. I don't remember exactly how it tastes like, so we're gonna get into it. Let me go ahead and open this up. But currently, I'm sitting in my living room. I had a huge a lot of life changes happen. I decided to move out, and when I moved out, or moved into a new space. And when I moved into a new space, 3 days later, I got a puppy. My puppy is currently here, sitting next to me. You can't see him on camera, but I'm sure you can hear him chewing on his toy. He might make a pop-up appearance depending on if he wants to or not. He just stopped chewing because he knows I'm talking about him. That's crazy work. But anyways, I am super excited to not only taste this wine, but give you some updates because I haven't been here since October, the end of October. Yeah, I think the last like solo episode I put out was at the end of October 2025. And then last week, if you haven't seen it, tune in. Episode 111, I sit down with Shawn. He is awesome. He just launched his own wine brand. It's called 11 Cellars. I saw him here in Miami. He's originally from the Bronx, New York. Brooklyn, New York. Sorry, the Bronx. And he was in town for the James Suckling event. And we basically linked up I had met him a year prior to in like an ambassador event for another wine brand. We connected, we hit it off, and we were like, yeah, you're coming on the pod. And then fast forward a year later, he was on the pod, and it was awesome. But he's a super cool, dope guy, like loves to learn about wine and just overall good human being. Check it out. Check out his wine. Be on the lookout for his wine because it's launching soon. And I will definitely update you guys on that. But yeah, what else did I do? I got a puppy. I moved out. And I basically, I was like, I kind of want to reamp the podcast to start doing more episodes like the one I did with Shawn because I've always wanted to do like interviews at restaurants and like combine food and wine with the whole, combine wine with food basically while talking because I feel like that's the best combination ever. Like talking to a guest and eating and drinking together. Like what? My puppy right now is literally staring at this thing like, what is this contraption? What are you doing, Mom? What are you doing? Okay, after this one, I think we're good to go. I hate these things because they take forever for the wine to come out, but whatever, it's fine. We're just gonna leave her there. So already immediately looking at this, I love the color. It's like a bright yellow Titus. Mommy is on a podcast right now. Can we behave? Please behave. The nose, it's giving like citricy notes coming through. I would say like even like it's almost like a sweet, like I don't want to say pear, but I'm gonna give it like lemon notes coming through, a little bit of honey coming through, pear, but it's not like heavy on the green fruit notes. I just feel like the sweetness of a pear comes through on the nose. Let's go ahead and try it. Ooh, we love her. She kind of like, she's very silky on the tongue. I get like a sweetness, almost like, I guess I should say pineapple coming through. I don't know. But it's very citricy. It's highly acidic. It has a hint of sweetness to it and it just caresses your palate very nicely and goes down. And it's super refreshing that you just want to continue to drink it. I would say this is like a medium bodied white wine. This will go great with like seafood, but I would almost pair this with like a nice octopus salad or like a grilled octopus. I feel like this is what I would pair my grilled octopus with. I don't know. I envision myself eating octopus. But anyways, I wanted to, oh, hello, sir. Making an appearance, a little appearance on camera. I wanted to get into a big theme that was like kind of coming up for me, I would say within the last like 4 weeks, which is crazy because it all goes hand in hand with the visit of Shawn coming down to visit and me like doing things, doing a lot of things at the same time and having to choose what best serves me in the moment, which is another reason why I took a pause, is just because I felt like there was so much going on with like work, life, and a bunch of other things going on that I was just like, I need a pause from this because this is something that's super fun for me. And that is my main goal with this podcast, is to like always enjoy doing it. So like the moment that I don't enjoy doing it is the moment I need to take a pause. because then it's not like I feel like I'm not giving my 100% for you guys, you know? So that was super important for me. But first of all, shout out to Shawn. I just want to say that, like, thank you so much for your kind words. Like, you really don't know. And it's a conversation we talked about, but like, he had basically commented on the fact that of how like resilient I am, right? And I had another conversation with a friend that was like along the lines of like talking about resilience in general as well. And like, you really don't know we were talking about resilience and like how we impact people without even realizing that we impact people, right? And you really don't know who you're impacting until one day someone randomly comes up to you and says thank you, like, seeing you do X, Y, and Z really inspired me to do X, Y, and Z. And like, those moments are the moments that keep me going, because like, if there are times when you're like, am I do if is what I'm doing like, is anyone like benefiting from this? Because like, at the end of the day, I'm having fun, but you know, or like in general, it doesn't have to be a podcast, but like in general, you question yourself and you question certain things that you do, and like, why do I continue to do them? And then the universe, God will throw someone your way to like remind you why. And it was one of the biggest compliments I've received from Shawn, is like him telling me how resilient I am and how I just would like go after it with the podcast and like episode after episode. And that was like very heartwarming for me. And ever since that conversation and a couple of other conversations with different friends, I realized the impact that resilience has in your life in general. Which, you know what? Let's look up resilience. What is resilience? Let's see. So, by definition, right? Resilience is the ability to adapt to adversity, bounce back from difficult experiences, and recover from stress or trauma. So, like, not only did Shawn comment that, but like, I started, I'm 32, and I feel like I needed to like reamp my fitness. I've always been active. I'm an athlete at heart. Grew up playing sports. Soccer was my main sport. And when you're in your 30s, like, your 30s hit you different, and you need to like change up certain things to do things differently than from how you were doing them before. And that includes fitness. Like, I can walk in to any fitness class and fucking kill it, just because not only am I super competitive by nature, but also like, I have trained since I was like 7, and have done so many different types of training techniques that like nothing phases me. But I realized that the one thing I have that like not many people have is resilience. Like, at the end of the day, if I walk into something and I don't get it done right away, I don't give up in the moment. I actually, like, I'm like, I fight. Like, I fight until I get it, or until I learn what I need to learn in order to like overcome it, because that's just naturally who I am. So it's funny because I literally had this representation the other day at the gym with a trainer that I just started training with. I'm like training to like lift heavy weights, and I said, at the end of the day, I lift heavy weights on my own at home, but like, I wanted someone to push me to like another level. And also, when you're lifting really heavy weights, it's good to have someone with you, just in case, like, you know you're lifting a shit ton of weight and then something happens. Like, it's a safety thing too, right? So he had me on this machine. I Don't kill me, I don't know what it's called. It's one that's like, you kind of like lay back and you have shoulder pads here, and then you have to like press up with your body, and then you can put plates on the side. Gym people out there, I don't know what's called, but that machining thingy, whatever, you basically go against gravity. He had put I had done the heaviest weight the other day on it that I have like done in that machine specifically, which that was the second time me ever using that specific machine, because I'm more of like free weights girl, or like a barbell and put weights on it. I've never really done a bunch of gym machines because I always trained explosively for soccer and just did heavy weights on a barbell. That's it, right? So like this is another level because I'm starting to use all these fancy different machines. So then I was doing it, and then we went on the heaviest thing, and there was a moment where I was on my third set, which was the last set, and it was my last repetition, and I was like struggling. I was like, my life flashed before my eyes. I was thinking, oh my God, like I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I was like halfway through, and then I realized, shit, I can't push. I'm pushing with everything I got, and I can't even push it up. And my eyes went wide, like, but I held it. I was like, I'm not giving up, but shit, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this. And he kind of helped me like a little bit, and then I got through it. And then he was like, when I finished it, he was like, damn, you're resilient. Like, your body couldn't anymore, but like you stayed. Most people give up, but you said no. We're gonna try. We're gonna keep trying. But like I had to help you, because if not, like that could be a safety thing. And it was like, no, I get it, thank you. But it was just interesting because like the theme of resilience has been coming up in all areas of my life, and I'm like, this is a cool quality to have. It might be a little toxic in some situations, but you know what? I'm okay. I'm okay with it. But like at the end of the day, I know one thing true is like, if I'm ever thrown a curveball, I will be okay, because I have managed way worse, and I still come up on top just because I am resilient, and I don't allow things or obstacles or people to bring me down or stop me in, my journey. And if there's one message that you can get from this today is like, be so resilient that nothing phases you, and everything that comes your way that tries to stop you from doing what you want to do is only an experience to help you get to where you want to get to. Period. And the more resilient you are, the easier it will be to overcome each obstacle each time it's thrown at you. And, you know, just remember that, like, anything is possible, for sure. And this might be my optimism talking, but whatever. I think anything is possible. And I think once we overcome the biggest obstacle of ours are like minds. And once we understand that, like, we can control what we think, that's a game changer. Like, you are in charge of your suffering. If you're suffering, if you're in pain, if you're, sad or down, like, yes, things happen that are painful and hard. But at the end of the day, you can flip the script, you can change the narrative. So I just challenge you to be resilient in your life, and don't be afraid to fail, because failure is only getting you one step closer to success. But anyways, with that said, this specific wine, I need to rate this wine. This wine, overall, I like her because she's like highly acidic white wine, my favorite. I'm gonna say out of 10, she deserves an 8.8 out of 10. I got her at Plum Market. I think she's in the I'm gonna have to say like $24 range. I don't remember off the top of my head. I couldn't find the receipt for the life of me, but I got her at Plum Market. She is a 2023 vintage. And yeah, if you're a white wine lover, you like crispy, fresh, highly acidic white wines, go for this bad boy. I prefer those type of white wines over like a super oaky white wine, but that's just personal preference. Let me know what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all on the next one. Cheers.